So on my way here, I put the directions into Apple Maps. Is Google cooler? It is, isn't it? I know, I keep hearing that. Okay, great. We can fight about it all day. I put it into Apple Maps and it gave me different routes to get here based on traffic and what was going on. And I was paying attention to these different options, these different routes, and they all actually led to the same good location. They all led to you. What if that is actually true in life? What if for you and for me, if that same good location that we are searching for is an abundant life in Christ, and there is more than one reliable path to that abundant life? My name is Annie. I am 44, and I am not married yet. And I am desperate. I'm not desperate. That's not what I mean. Am I? Ask Rebecca and Gabe. I am desperate to remind my peers and your peers and our pastors that singleness and marriage are both reliable paths to an abundant life. They are both reliable paths. Because the generations before us, you probably know this from your parents or from your older siblings or your mentors or friends. The generations before us were taught that there was a path, that when you finished high school and then maybe went to college, that if you were following God and going for the life God had for you, the next thing was marriage. And then you were gonna figure out what you were gonna do with your life. Then you were gonna really know the fullness of your calling. Then you were gonna really understand what you were made for, but that was only after marriage. And now I am telling you, the generation above you, my peers and I, we are breaking free from the thing we were told in our 20s and 30s, that we were waiting on God's best for us when we already had God's best for us. We were told that we were gonna get there, and we were already there. I am there today. This is God's best for me today. In 1970, before any of us were people, almost any of us, 28% of people over the age of 18 were single. 28%, 1 in 4. Over the age of 18. So let's get them out of college, and then the number probably drops to 11%, right? In 1970, I will tell you, much like this room represents today, according to the US Census Bureau, in 2023, 46% of the adults in the US are single. Half the people you know are single. Unmarried, never married, divorced or widowed. 46%. Here's an interesting stat. According to Barna, only 23% of our church is married. Where are the rest of the singles? 23% of the church is unmarried. 23% of the church is unmarried. So there is a gap, there is a reason, and I heard it when Grant said, "How do you feel like the church treats singles?" Y'all went, where are they? And how do we build churches and communities where singles feel like they have chosen a reliable path to an abundant life, and that you agree with that? So there are more singles than ever before. Marriage is really good. It is a gift from God. I really want to do it. So if you know somebody, let me know. Very interested in the possibility. But what we have to do right now, you and me both, what we get to do right now is we get to teach that there are multiple paths to an abundant life. We get to remind people you can take more than one route to exactly what God has for you. So if you're one of the singles, will you raise your hand for me if you are not married today? Okay, so I need all of us to put on, everyone is looking around, y'all are the best. The best. Did you see that, Gabe, Rebecca? Everybody's like, okay. Interested? Listen, I'm not talking about your desire, so let's go. I need you to put two hats on, though, because I need you to put on the hat as you as a person, and then I'm gonna have us put on the hat as you as a leader. So first, you as a person, why does this matter? Because for 2 days you've sat in here. You've listened to all these talks. Things have lit up in you that have never lit up in you before. You are starting to ask questions and wonder about the path God has for you. If you are not married today and you think somewhere in the back of your head that you can't chase after any of that until you meet the person for you, you are gonna waste time, and we don't have time to waste. So we have got to go. We have got to go after what God has for you. If you are married in the room and you think that your single friends cannot chase after what God has for them when they are single, you are wrong and you're gonna break their hearts.